Hey guys, welcome back to Vintage Vibes. It is Sunday afternoon around 3:30, and I have a final Joanns haul. This is going to be part one of two videos. I went back over there on Friday because I went Wednesday, and then my hubby told me to go back on Friday. And so I went and got some things on Friday, and it was really sad because by the time I got back over there on Friday, it was pretty empty, the whole store. Like they had literally had everything moved to just one side of the store, and so I was asking them about fixtures and all, but they was wanting a lot of money for the fixtures. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I kind of passed on that, but I'm pretty sure there's probably nothing left. Because when I went on Friday, like, you know, where at the up front where they used to have like the magazine racks up the magazines where you pick those up, they had moved all the 12 by 12 paper pads that they had left up front. And I was like looking for them, and finally when I got ready to leave, there they were, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab a few of these. So that will be in part two, all the papers that I picked up. So I'm going to do the first part. So I just want to say welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming, hanging out with me. Hey to all my Crafty friends and my new subscribers. So anyway, so the items that I was able to pick up, I'm sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat, and go through, like literally we had to like really go through some things, but I found a few papers that I hadn't seen before, and I thought, well, let me take these because they were literally down to like 10 cents, 5 cents. So I think somebody said that they had a penny day yesterday or something per paper, and I'm like, oh well, but that's okay. So I didn't want to have to fight with people over that. However, I think I have enough to make it till end of time, I think. So, but anyway, let's get started. And the first things that I kind of seen these hanging on a little end cap, and these are called little big twist. It's a plush clip on, and it looks like a little crochet thing, y'all. Now, I didn't get these for me. I got one for my sister-in-law and one for my mother-in-law. I think I paid maybe 20 cents for them. They were so cute. I couldn't resist them. They both crochet a lot. So, I can put this on their little bag. So, Mother's Day is kind of coming up. So, I kind of want to get them a little happy. I thought that was so sweet. Look how cute they are, y'all. One's got that little face, and one's got that little face. So cute. So, but anyway, I got those two for them. And then, and also, y'all, I didn't get a receipt. But, I wrote everything down, and I'm going to put it in my receipt book things for my taxes next year because, I want to make sure that I have everything listed, you know. So anyway, and I was like, where's my receipt? But I never seen it print out. I was like, where's my receipt? You know. But anyway, and I didn't think to go back in there and ask them. So, but I got some ribbon. I had hauled this one the other day, and I ended up finding just 3. They had the few rolls, like maybe 6 rolls of ribbon left at best. But I got those again for 20 cents. Okay, I picked up those, the cream ribbon, and then I managed to get 2 sheer ribbons like this color, and it's the 7/8 of an inch ones, and I think it's almost like a peachy type color, I would think, or cream peachy type color. I don't have this color in my stash at all, so I said, well, I'm gonna get that one. And then I got this pretty lavender one from Place and Time, and it was like dirt cheap. I mean, they were like 90% off, so I literally paid like 49 cents for this one, I think. And it wasn't much at all. But it's real pretty. It was a pretty lavender. Really pretty color. And I don't have this at all. I think that would be pretty on like my mermaid journals or something coming up. So I went ahead and got that one. And now listen, y'all, this is so crazy. I found one of these. I needed a new one of these little glue runner erasers. Because mine's getting kind of ragged. I'm thinking about just cutting around the edges and using some more of it, but they had a couple of these last. So I just snagged up one. I don't know, but my receipt, when she was writing, not the receipt, but as I was watching it on the machine, at the end when I got ready to pay, it said that I saved $582, and I only paid $130 for all these items that you're going to see. Which I thought was a very good deal, because I'm really excited, because I got lots of things for, you know, to share with people, giveaways, hauls, swaps, different things, and plus, you know, just, you know, getting things for people, so, and plus using things, so I thought it was pretty cool. But I got one of those, and I found one of those. And then they had this cute little paper clip, and I've always wanted one, and it was in that bin, but I never pulled the trigger and bought it. But when it went to 20 cents, I was like, oh, let me get that. There was only one. I said, this is meant to be mine, because I didn't want to pay like the $2 or the $1 for it. I was like, I don't want to pay that or just have a paper clip. But look how stinking cute that is. That is so cute. I was like, well, I'm getting it today. I'm getting it today. And then I found some more of these butterfly clips, paper clips. Those are really cute. I don't think y'all can see that, but y'all know what they are. Let me put them on that whiteboard so you can see them. So I got a few packs of those. I ended up getting 6 packs of those, and they were like 20 cents a piece, which was not a bad deal at all. Okay. And then I found 1 pack of enamel dots. Park Lane. There was 76 pieces. I don't have any purple enamel dots in my stash whatsoever. I thought those were so cute. So those were cute. And then they had some adhesive gems. I found 1 pack of those. So mindful, like everything was like down so cheap. Like I couldn't get over it. I was blown away by that. And I did manage to get some frames. Some Valentine frames. Okay, I don't know why I didn't write the other one down. But anyway, these were a little pack of the Valentine frames. I haven't really purchased any frames. I think I've gotten a couple packs here and there. But like I said, for 20 cents, you know, I thought I could use that on something. So those were really nice find. And I have another pack, but I don't think I made sure I didn't list that somewhere else, because I kind of wanted to go in an order. Let's see. Okay. I got to go back and add those. But this is another pack that I picked up, a Violet Studio frame. And these were the 6 pieces, and they're like a silver. Those will be nice to use for something. So I'm going to have to go back and add that to my list. Okay. And now we're going to jump into like the little, some charms and some little beads that I found at the end. Because when I went back in there to look through that, most of that stuff was like wiped out. Like I literally wanted to get like another thing of those shell beads. Nah, they were gone. They were gone. They left. They were gone. Yep. Okay. So I said, forget that. I'm not going to get those. But I got those, the few. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so the next thing is some seed beads that I found. And I had like left those. Like I wasn't gonna get into them, but because I have a bunch of seed beads, but I don't kind of have some like this, and they're really pretty. Little seed beads. They're kind of clear, but they also kind of have a translucent color to them. So those was a nice find. So I got those. And then I got some connectors. Let's see. They're calling them connectors, but they're stars, y'all. They're like little stars in that pack. And I'm going to use them for charms, but I don't know. And they must be like where you can open them, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to leave it just like that. Use that for a charm. Okay, and then I found some bead caps that were really nice. It's 50 in a pack, 3 different sizes. I can always use those. And then, let's see, I've got some copper wire. It says copper wire, but it's silver plated from, so it must be silver plated over copper maybe. So that was a nice find. All these things were under $1, like literally. So that was really good because, you know, their Hildy and Joe stuff is kind of pricey. So I thought that was pretty cool that I found those. Okay, and then I was able to get some charms. Let's see. Another pack of the camping kind, but a different kind of camping ones. These are like a little camper, a little happy camper, camp rocks, and some little mountains. Those were like 20 cents. They were so cheap. So those was a cool deal. And then these are really pretty. I got 12 charms, Hildy and Joe, and they're already got made ready for you to put on your project. So that was pretty cool. Okay, I found those. And what I found was really, really cool was these metal beads, like these leaves on them, and some seahorses. Let's see if I can get all these out of here really fast. Okay. So let's see, I got these leaf metal beads that are really pretty. Okay, and the reason why I picked these up, because I want them to go with these other things that I got. So I got the big ones, and then I picked up some smaller ones. If y'all can see those are really cool. Let's see if I can put them on my whiteboard where you can see them a little bit better. And these are really pretty. I've never really paid attention to that, okay, up there. And then I found those, and then I got the seahorses, which I thought were really cool. You know, the little seahorses are so cute, too. Okay, and then I found these elephants, and one of them had 4 pieces on the chain, and then one of them had like 5. So I don't know if it fell off or kind of got lost in the mix or what happened to that, but those were really cute. So I ended up getting those, you know, and then I got some gold metal beads because I'm working with a lot of different things, and I didn't have a lot of golden beads. So I found that little pack of gold beads. I thought those were really pretty. And there is like 34 pieces on there. And then I found these pretty mixed colored beads, and it was 24 pieces. And those are really nice. Those are like a pretty, almost like a charcoal and a black, and then like a garnet red. Those are really pretty. Those are nice beads. And so they're kind of on a little chain, so you can undo some of that and use those too. So those are nice, fun. Okay, and then I got some list pads. Okay, I got some more list pads, And I ended up getting this one. I have one pink one, so this will be my second one. 20 cents, y'all, literally. And then I found this one that's got 15 sheets. And I don't have one like this one at all, okay? So I ended up getting those two. And then I ended up, surprisingly, you know me, y'all know me. I'm loving these notepads. But I ended up with 5 of these with the 20 sheets, so yeah, so it will be coming to fruition when I start making my little things and showing you how I use these and what I can put them in. And probably they're going to end up, a lot of these, in the swap or a giveaway or something too, because I have a lot of this that I got. You know, I've been collecting them too over time, so. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to run out of those for a minute, okay? So I got those, okay? And then I found some clear stamp stuff. So let's start getting into that, okay? All right, so I got, and the Hero Art stuff there was very expensive, okay, when they were selling it, okay? So this one says, have a beautiful Christmas. So this one, let's see, where am I at? Okay, so this is the florals. This is what I'm calling this one, but it's kind of a Christmassy one. Okay, they don't really have name. Oh, it says poinsettia arrangement. Okay, so I got that one. And then I found this one. And I think this one is Lavender Bundle. So that one's really cute. I don't have that one. And this was neat. This was an alphabet, kind of a cross stitch type. They're calling it cross stitch crawfish. I was thinking about crawfish. This young man at my church today told me he went to Joanns, one of my kids, and he's like youth age now, but he still comes to my class. I just love him. And but anyway, he said, we went to Joanns, they had some oysters and some crawfish. And I was like, oh, I would love some of that crawfish. I like eating fried crawfish. It's really good. I'm not real crazy about doing the big crawfishes where you have to pull them, and I like the meat, but I don't do the head thing. Like people suck the heads or something on the crawfish. I was like, I can't do that. But that was a nice find. I do not have that, and those are really cute. Looks like a little cross stitch. So those were pretty. Those turned out really nice. I got those. Okay, and then let me see. Okay, so I got these 2 stamp sets, Hero Arts, and y'all, these were under $1, all of this. Okay, this one's really nice. It's called the Love Stamp and Cut. So it has the clear stamps, and then it has like one die cut, the Love die cut, which is really cute. So I thought that was nice. And then I found this birthday cake one. It's called Birthday Cake Stamp and Cut. That one's really pretty. I love the font on that one too. It's real pretty. Okay, so we ended up getting those. Okay, and then I scored this, and I'd seen it the other day when I went, but I kind of left it because I was like, well, I ain't paying like blah 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 for it, because it was like higher then. Oh my god, it was under $1. Okay, so I found this Tim Holtz THINLITS 14 die set, and it's this whole set right here. So I thought that was really pretty for under $1. Like, yeah, I'd been crazy not to pick that up. Okay, and it was still hanging there when I got back, so I was like, oh, I'm taking that one. And they had a lot of Tim Holtz things, but I didn't snag them. I left them. I didn't, because I'm not going to use some of that stuff. But this one was nice. So it was a mixed media anonymous set, and it's got the flowers and the stencil, and that's what it kind of looks like. So yeah, I will use this one, but this one was like $1 and something. So I thought that was pretty cool. I love that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that one, you know. And then I got, some puffy stickers. They had one more pack of these. So all of a sudden I fell in love with these right at the end, and so I kind of started getting all the ones I saw. So I'm like, let me get those bees, because I think I got 4 or 5 packs, maybe 5 now. So, but but I'm gonna use them. So those are really stinking cute. I just love those. They're so pretty. And then I ended up with these. They call them Christmas card toppers. That Everett Road, 14 designs, 29 pieces. But they're embellishments. They look like embellishments. So I think I have got another pack like these, because I had got some paper like this. Okay. All right. And then I got some more puffy stickers and some shaker stickers. Let me grab all of those. And some acetate stickers. Okay. So I got these puffy stickers, which were really cute. Look at those little bugs. Those are so cute. Y'all, look at them. They had that one little pack, and I said, I got to get those. They're so sweet. And then I found these little shaker stickers that are like little birthday ones. Those are cute. And then I have hauled, I think I have another pack like this one, or maybe similar to this one. But it was some more shaker stickers, and I got little rainbows on them. And they're so cute. So I love those. And then I got these cute little acetate stickers. Yeah, those are really cute. Let me see if I can turn that off, that glare. But then I got 2 packs. I was able to get 2 of those, which they're different. And I just realized that they're different. I'm so crazy, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm crazy. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like to, you know, cut up and talk, you know. I just like to do shenanigan stuff. Not saying anything about some crazy stuff, but just having fun. But anyway, but that's that. And yeah, a lot of times I don't pay attention, you know. I don't pay attention. That's really sweet. I love those. Those are so cute. But anyway, so I found those. And then I found some more clear stamps. Then these are script kind of words, and those are really cute. You know how I had the other ones the other day, like the little bitty word sayings? Well, these are kind of like tiny words on the little script, so like background stamps. So those are going to be a lot of fun working with those. I thought those were nice. And then I found these birthday ones. Like, nobody was wanting these, and I thought, well, it'd be dumb not to get these for under $1. I mean, I would be really dumb. And then they had 2 or 3 of these, but I just got one. I thought it was really cute, the little unicorns, and the bouquet is really pretty. So I picked up those, okay. And then I found these, and lo and behold, y'all, I told you, you know me. I ended up having 2 of these in my buggy. And I couldn't say no, because he was so cute. Look at him. So cute. Yep. So maybe one day we can do like a good vibes type swap or something. That might be a lot of fun. Do something with these, making something on paper and seeing what we can come up with. I think that would be cool. Don't y'all think that would be cool to do something like that? I thought that would be kind of neat. That does sound cool, don't it? But anyway, so I got those. Those were so cute. Okay, and then I found these little animal, and they say they're stickers, but I'm going to use them for embellishments. And I have a paper pad I'm going to show you in a minute that I found. And these were just sitting by themselves, and I said, you're coming with me, because I'd already picked up the little 6x6 paper pad of this. And I thought I can use those with making something. So we'll see how that goes. So that turned out really cute. And then I found, well, not me, my son Brad, he found these little travel stickers. They only had 1 pack, so we grabbed that one. It's pretty neat. And then I've seen these like 4 or 5 times that I've gone back to Joanns, but they had 1 left. And I said, let me grab them. They're little summer stickers, and they're really cute. So when you make a summer journal, you know, you can use those. So that's really cute. So I thought those were neat. So I picked up those. Okay. And then I found a Christmas sticker book, which is the Everett Road, and it has 12 sheets, 2 different designs. Now here's the thing, okay, and this is kind of like why they do this to people. I don't know why they do it this way. I say to people, why do they do it to us paper crafter people? Okay, because I like my stuff to be like, if it looks like this, I kind of expect it to be like that in the book, you know. And even on the back, you see how these are the 2 different designs. So you probably get 6 sheets each, okay, which, you know, is a good deal for like under $1. Like literally I paid 20 cents for it. I'm not going to complain about that. But what aggravates me, and I'm fixing to show you why I'm kind of like, why, you know, uh-oh. But anyway, I don't like to do that, but let me pull this paper off of here really fast. Okay, so it looks real vibrant on the front, but when you flip it, it's kind of muted. It's kind of muted. You see the difference? I don't know if it's just because it's on the glossy paper, it makes a difference. But yeah, it's a little bit. Let's just put it side by side, and that way you can tell. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to use it. I mean, I'm not complaining that I'm not going to use it. It's just like kind of disappointing when you open it, and then it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of muted a little bit. But it's nice. It's nice. And yes, and you know, and even though I could share those too, so some stickers, so you know, something fun. But anyway, and then I found 2 more of these little guys right here. The little mouse and the strawberries, and those pieces have come loose, but I have a few of these in my stash, and I got some paper like this, so those were really cute find. And then I found some of these. Oh, I actually got 3 of those. Okay, and then I found this sticker book that I do not have, and this is the Happy Days stickers, and these are the 2 designs. I think there's 12 sheets, 2 designs of these, and I wonder if these are the same. Oh no, not really. They look kind of bright. Okay, those are cute. So those look cute. If I can take them, open it up without tearing them up. Yeah, so those are cute. Those are real cute, y'all. Yeah, and then there's the other ones. So those are really pretty. Oh, not in frame, not in frame. So those are pretty. Yep, so those are nice. Okay, so I found those. And then, yada yada, I was able to get one of these daisy ones, and I didn't have, and I've got a couple of these like in earlier, like last year when I found some somewhere. I've got some, but I was able to score one of those. Okay, and then I found these chipboard shapes. I do not have these in my stash at all, but these are really cute retro looking ones, you know, with a record player, the little different things. So I thought those were really cute. And yeah, they've all kind of fell apart, but there's the little bow and the little pennant, the little postcard. Those are really cute. So I ended up getting 3 of those. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Jaden, you all right? I hear him talking. He's calling my name. I'm not sure why. Jaden? Okay. I guess Daddy's helping him. He must be getting in my battery. But anyway, I got 2 packs of these cards and envelopes. It says "You're my lobster," and then it has some little shell cards. I'm gonna make something with these too, so in the summer. So, but anyway, those were cute. So I ended up just getting 2 of those. So, because there was another lady there too that was kind of getting cards and different things for her ministry, and so I just let her, and she got all the little mini or notebooks, like the journals, because she does it for a ministry thing. And I told her take them all, because I'm not going to use those little bitty tiny, I mean they were like the smaller ones. Like I said, I won't never use those. So you take all of those you need, honey. You take all you need. Okay, and then I found this one. Okay, I got another one of these Easter ones with the clear block, y'all. Cute, cute. I love it. So we'll see what happens with that. You never know with me. So, and then I found a hip. What is that one? Is that the same one? Hip stamp. Hooray, clear stamp. Oh, I don't see that. Where is that at, y'all? Oh, this is it right here. Okay, this is what they're calling this. They're calling it a hip stamp hooray. Okay, yeah. And it's a clear stamp pack. So it's this one. It says, "Love yourself, grow through what you go through, grow through what you go through." That's pretty interesting, isn't it? Okay, that's pretty cool. And then, okay, the paper pads. These are the ones I picked up for the 6x6 paper pads. Yes. Okay. And we're going to stop it after this, and then we'll move on, and I'll show you the other one. I'm going to go load this video when I get done in just a minute. And that's all like those little things I got. And then I picked up this pack of 6x6 designs of this one. And this is like a kind of a pastel-y colors. And I think they have maybe a little shine to them. And I think they're fade. They look like they kind of fade. And I'm sure y'all have seen these if you've been in Joanns and you've been back there in that bin looking. Because that's usually the first place I go, is in the little bin. I'm going to miss that bin, y'all. I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm really going to miss that bin. I loved digging through that little bin. But yeah, oh yeah. See, it kind of has fades to it. It's like a faded pastel. It's really cute, actually. Okay. That's really sweet. Okay. So I got one of those. I ended up scoring one of those. And then there's the little animal one I found. It was really cute. And I think it just repeats itself because it has 6 beautiful designs, 12 sheets, so it must be 2 each. I'm pretty sure it's 2. Yeah. So it's 2 each of what you see on the front. That's really going to be fun. And then I found a Valentine pack. Kind of goes with that little clip, don't it? The little paper clip. That's really sweet. And this is 12 sheets, 6 designs, so it's 2 each. And then I got this one because I have gotten one of these before and I wanted another one, and that goes with these little embellishment things. So that's going to be fun working with. That one's the same. So anyway, that's my first part of my Joanns haul. So I'm going to go and get this one loaded up. Because I'm actually got another, I'm going to be working on another dangle, a lemon one. So this is kind of my sneak peek y'all going to get to see. But I've already got beads pulled and already been working on beads for this one right here. So somebody had asked me if I would do a tutorial on how I made my bead dangle. And that was my very first one, so I was really like shocked that they asked me to do that. And I'm like, okay, you know, I guess I can do that, you know, I don't mind. So, you know, but that's what I'm gonna do. So that's my little sneak peek. So I'm gonna be working on a tutorial for that. And I've pulled my paper doll, got my papers going and different things. So I'm trying to get all of that done, start that up. But it's gonna be a lot of things coming up. But anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me. And this is part 1. Part 2 will be behind this one. And got a lot of nice papers, new papers I don't have in my stash that I've seen and I fell in love with. Of course I did, you know me. You know, when I was there, and I thought, well, why haven't I discovered these before? So anyway, but anyway, so have a nice Sunday afternoon. I love you guys, but God loves you more. Bye.